Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Beardless Ryan118. Yep, it's gone. I've seen too many comments telling me to shave it off, and it pushed me to shave it off. I'll be back one day. But anyway, into the video today. I'm going to be doing the match preview for the Celtic Suduva game this Thursday in the Europa League. A big week ahead for Celtic. A lot of questions to be asked heading into this game. To do with mostly team selection, I would say. You know, we've got a massive week ahead. We've got this game against Suduva on Thursday, which is important to getting us European football this season. We have to settle for Europa League. We should be going through, but it's important that a game, in a sense, we've got to rotate, get a good team that will get us the result to put us through. And then also looking forward to Sunday, we've got one of the biggest games of the season. We've got our Glasgow Derby, our Old Firm, whatever you want to call it. Celtic Rangers at Parkhead. Well, you know, we're going in and we need to play a strong team in that as well to ensure we get the points and show Rangers that we're still the best team, which in my mind there's no doubt we still are the best team. So a lot to think about in the upcoming week, but mostly going to focus this video and focus the next couple of days on Suduva. That is a priority. I think the Celtic team have to importantly look at it a game at a time and really keep that as the forefront of their minds as we head into this game, and not think about Rangers as they train, as they actually head into the game. Keep this game as the priority right now. It is so important that we get through to European football. If we were to throw it away now altogether, after already throwing away the Champions League, it would be disastrous if we throw away Europa League as well. We should be going through. I think last week, I never done a match review of last week. Last week's performance, we weren't great. In fact, we started the game decently, we got that really early goal which looked promising, and it gave a lot of promise for the rest of the game, but then we went and conceded, and it was really just a flat performance from that point out. But to go away from home, away over to Lithuania, and get a 1-0 draw to bring back to Parkhead, it could have certainly been a lot worse. We've got an away goal, we've got the advantage. Now we've just got to go and finish the job now and score as many goals as possible on Thursday. I think that is the main priority, just get goals. Because, you know, that performance on Thursday may have been lacklustre, but you've got to take into account the travelling, the other games that have been thrown in, the amount of, you know, fixtures we have been playing has been an important toll in that. So I think 1-1, as much as we may have moaned at the performance, or we may have been unhappy about aspects of the game, and when you look at the bigger picture, a 1-0 draw away from home isn't the worst result. Now against a team like Suduva, we may ask and may want more, but at the end of the day, I'll take it. I think it's 1-0 as a result that we can take to Parkhead and get a decent result from it. I imagine we can go on Thursday and win the game. I don't see why not. So I mean, heading into this game, I think, you know, we've got our strongest defence back by the looks of things. Dedrick Bayat is back in the team. Whether you're happy with that or not, completely different story. I imagine a lot of people will differ in opinions. Obviously, got a bit of a mixed reception when he came on the field, when he was announced to start the game on Sunday, and ended up scoring our winning goal. So quite a weird one on Sunday to say the least, but a mixed reception nonetheless. And whether you like to see him back in the team or you're against him being back in the team, there's no denying that we've got our strongest back line from now back. Hopefully we do make some signings over the next week, but the way it's going, we might not. But if with him back in the back four, you know, there's no denying that our strongest defence is out there. So I'm confident we can be a lot better at, you know, shutting up shop and you know, just keeping that back line secure enough to stop them from scoring. Now at the end of the day, they need to score 2 goals. Well, they could get away with scoring 1, but that would imply that we are scoring none. And I'm full of confidence, and I've got firm faith that Celtic will go out in this game and score a goal. We've got Dembele back. Edouard will hopefully maybe be back, but we've got Dembele, we've got Griffiths, we've got all these goal scorers. We just need to create and make. We need to. I think what the thing is with Celtic is we're good at creating chances. We showed this against Hamilton. I thought we created many a chance. We just struggle with finishing them. You know, there's a lot of chances we make and you think, right, surely there's a goal, and then fuck you, we just mess it up. So we've got to learn to finish our chances. If we get 1 goal, if we could get a goal early as possible, I think that will set the tone for the rest of the game. I think Suduva will kind of hit a kind of nervousness that will allow Celtic to score more into them, and really just to take advantage of them for the rest of the game. That's what I'm hoping for. As early a goal as possible would be preferable. The longer we hold on, the nervier it will get for the squad, the nervier it will get for the back line. But I'm confident. I think we're going to see the same kind of team start. I think Bayata will come in. I think basically what we seen in Hamilton at the weekend there is what we're going to see against Suduva. The question is, will he rotate because of the Rangers game coming up? Will players drop out? Will we play with the 1 man up front? There's a lot of questions to be asked. But if you ask me, I'm very, very confident that we will win this game. It's just a team that we should be beating. And I don't like to come across in my videos as overconfident, and I don't like to come in my videos saying like, oh, we've already won the game. We just need to turn up and that's it. I don't like coming in my videos sounding like that because I know it can backfire horrendously, and I can be embarrassed and left with egg on my face. But this is a team we can beat, and we can definitely beat at Parkhead. The home crowd advantage, hopefully we have as full a stadium there as possible. We just need to urge the team on, and I'm sure we will win the game. I'm more than confident we will win this game. More than confident. As for my team prediction, I think Gordon will obviously start. I think we're going to see that back four, Lustig, Boyata, Iron, Tierney, the strongest back four at the team. I think we're going to see Forrest and Cham, Brown. Over on the left, there's a different story. Will we see McGregor slip out to that kind of wide position? That is one of the options. We've got Sinclair, we've got Johnson, who started the last tie, so could potentially start this tie. A lot of people may want to see him start again. He didn't start against Hamilton, but if we did start him in this game against Suduva, it would A, give him a chance, and it would B, rest someone for the game against Rangers on Sunday, because as I said, rotation could come into play here. I don't know how much Brendan Rodgers is willing to change because it's such a big game, and it kind of gets us our European football, so you know there's a lot to take into consideration. But will Johnson come back in? Maybe so. Maybe he will. But as I say, I'm going to stick with Gordon, Lustig, Boyata, Ayer, Tierney, Brown, and then Cham. I think Griffiths and Dembele are both going to start. I don't think Edouard will be thrown right back in to the starting line. I think Forrest is going to start. I think it's going to be McGregor as well. That's 11, isn't it? I'm just going to count one more time. Gordon, Lustig, Ayer, Boyata, Tierney, Forrest, McGregor, Brown and Cham, Dembele, Griffiths. That's the team I think they're going to start. And I'm very, very confident we can get a win. Maybe not by a numerous amount of goals, but as I said, if we could go out, get the first goal, grab it early on, I think we can really set the tone for the game and hopefully open them up. That's what we've got to do. You know, sometimes we struggle with breaking teams down, and you know, we always talk about our defensive issues, but a lot of times in the European games, we have a lot of attacking issues, and where we struggle to break teams, and we struggled last week with it. One thing they were decent at was making us find it difficult to create chances and break them down. And they could do that again. I come to Parkhead and I imagine they will be very, very defensive. We've got to take that into account. They're going to be parking the bus. They need to get a goal though. So they will kind of push for a goal, I'd imagine. And at those points, we've got to take advantage. We've just got to be defensively sharp, go forward, make the most of our chances, grab a goal and set the tone. That's the way I would sum it up. I think we are going to win the game 3-0. That's what I'm going to put. And hopefully we can get a bit of momentum heading into this game on Sunday. You know, this is a big game for momentum as well. I think that's something I've not really spoke about in this video. But it's something that has to be taken into consideration. You know, if Rangers go over to Russia, get a decent result, they're going to be flowing with momentum. Even though they were poor on Sunday, they're going to be big on momentum. And we need to match that. Hopefully they go and lose in Russia, and then we win, and then that kind of flips things around a little. But I think we will go and win, and I think that will carry us forward into the game on Sunday with high hopes and another win on the back and then an Old Firm game. But as I said, one game at a time. We focus on Suduva first, and after that we can start getting party mode on, hopefully, for this Sunday, but won't be too overly ambitious yet. If you have enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know your predictions for the game on Thursday in the Europa League. Hopefully we make it through to the Europa League group stages. No Champions League, sadly, but what can you do? Like and subscribe, as I said, and I'll see you all next time.